Welcome to the Modern Savvy CPA, where financial expertise meets the cutting edge of digital age. I'm Sherron, your host, a certified public accountant, here to guide you through the intricate web of numbers and regulations, offering a fresh perspective of the ever-evolving world of finance. Welcome again to the Modern Savvy CPA, and I have one of my favorite person here today, Jennifer Hernandez Massey. She is my inspiration that's 10 years younger than me. And she so reminds me of myself when I was 10 years younger. I am no longer like her. I'm like, you're so much like me, right? Jen, tell us about yourself a little bit. Who are you and about you, whatever you want to tell me.
Okay, so I'm Jen Hernandez Massey, and I didn't pay her to say that, so thank you, by the way. And I am a business broker, JH Massey Group, so I help people build, buy, and sell their businesses, and I do so through education and also advisory. So some business brokers just kind of focus more on the transactional aspect, and I focus more on the relationship aspect, where I want to get to know you as a business owner from the very beginning and have a lot of support for you through your journey, so that when you do go to sell, one, I'm going to be your broker, and two, you're going to be really happy because you're going to get the cash out that you had planned for.
That's awesome. So I know you have a little baby.
I do.
So how's the little baby coming in with your, other than you being this awesome business broker, which is totally up the right alley for you. How is the little baby? How old is the little baby?
He's almost 1 year old, so he's going to be turning 1 on August 8th.
Awesome.
Can't believe it.
He is a future CPA because he's always talking when I'm talking to Jen on the phone. So let's just say that. I've already recruited him.
He is. He's a chatter, for sure.
So we're going to get right into exit planning and what you do best. And you've come into this career by seeing the need, right?
Yes.
And you know, it's something that you've come through different careers to get to this point, right?
Yes.
So let's start off right away and let's talk about, you know, what is a business exit strategy and why should we care about it? Mm-hmm. Exit planning.
So thanks for bringing that up. That is an important part, that I have owned a business and went through the process of starting a business from ground up, and I learned a lot through that process. I have an MBA and I've consulted for businesses prior. I've done a lot of management leadership type things, but then as I started my own business and then I went through the exit cycle, I realized that there was like a huge gap in what I understood about selling the business, and I didn't plan properly from the very beginning for exit planning. So because of that, when I went to sell, I was extremely disappointed with a lot of the process. Most entrepreneurs, you know, we're goal oriented. We like to have things in order. We like to know so we can plan. And my lack of knowledge in that, even with having an MBA and being a candidate for my DBA that I was working on, they don't focus on that. So learning through the process and realizing how much of a need there was there to help other business owners and make sure that you weren't like Jen. Don't be like Jen.
Well, talking about that is just, I'm always, when I'm on my, this is my Mind Your Business Money series that we're working on right now. And I'm always talking about how great all my clients are at what they do. They are goal focused on what their job is or what their career is, what their business focus is. Mm-hmm. But they tend to forget the finance part or the planning part. They're busy not planning and, mm-hmm. you know, focusing on that part. They're focusing on what their real love is.
Right. And you don't have to be good at all of the different parts of business. You just have to have the right advisors to help you with those parts.
Trusted advisors.
Exit planning is definitely a point that you want to make sure that you start kind of from day one, where you incorporate it into your business plan. But even if you're further along, it's never too late to incorporate
Absolutely.
Exit planning. And all it basically is preparing you for the eventual sale of your business. So putting together a plan that helps you maximize the value of your business and ensures a smooth transition. valuation. That is really what exit planning is. And when you start to dive a little deeper into it, there are several components that should be thought of in your exit plan. So I'm going to read off just a few. So you're setting your objectives, your business valuation, your financial planning, operational improvement, succession planning, marketing and sales process, and implementation and execution. So those are the different areas that need to be considered into an exit strategy or exit planning. And if you don't feel comfortable going through those, you don't need to. Get with a trusted advisor that focuses on exit planning. So even though I am a business broker, I do help people understand the importance of exit planning, but I don't necessarily do very comprehensive exit planning with some of my consulting type clients. So if you have any questions, you can always book a value chat with me, and I'm happy to talk you through. And then if I see the need to advise you to go to another advisor, I can always get you in touch. Or Sherron, I'm sure that you have exit planning consultants as well.
Well, a couple of things that you just said that I think that we could touch on. One is an exit planning strategy similar to a business plan, right? So
it's a component of a business plan.
Yes, it should be included in your business plan.
Exactly.
Right? So, and a lot of it touches, it's not like it overlaps, you know, what's the word to be overlap. And the good thing about having a proper trusted advisor team is to make sure they all know what they know and what they don't know. And they can advise you on certain things, and then they'll tell you what they're not an expert on, and they put you on to an expert.
Right. Exactly.
So that's a couple of things that I heard from you. So I hear people talk a lot about like business valuation, and they want to learn how to calculate it, and you know, how does business valuation work? Explain to us.
So business valuation is very important in the overall sale of your business and even the growth of your business. But really quickly, to jump back into exit planning, something to think of for when you're exiting is that you could exit in several ways. So you're able to sell to a third party. You could end up deciding to go public. You can sell it to a family member. Maybe you could end up having somebody that has profit share take it over, like a key employee. So there's lots of those different things, and understanding your valuation will help you execute however it is that you choose to turn it over when you do get there. And the reason that exit planning is important before we talk about valuation is 100% of you, 100, so that's like a very like significant number, 100% of you are going to exit your business someday, because you don't live forever unless you guys found like the fountain of youth.
I like that one.
So you need to plan to exit properly, because 50% of business owners actually exit their business because of some sort of dramatic event. So that's a very high percentage. So if you don't have an exit plan, you're basically playing Russian roulette with your business. And as of right now, a statistic that I read through the Exit Planning Institute, which I'm in the local chapter, is that 79% of business owners do not have a plan. So that really correlates with how sellable people's businesses are, because as a business broker, only 20% of businesses that are listed actually sell. So there's a strong correlation there between the 80% that don't have a plan and then the 80% that don't sell.
It adds up, doesn't it?
Yeah. So that's like one of the biggest things that you could do to help your valuation and to set your business up for success. So sorry, wanted to touch back on that because it was really important. But so now that we're going to talk about valuation, what your valuation is basically your business's value on the market. There's different ways that your business can be determined for valuation depending on what the objective is. One of the main reasons that you want to have a valuation is, one, to know where your business stands, and also because the average business owner, your business valuation is going to be between 50 to 90% of your net wealth for the average business owner. So that shows you how important it is to think of your business as an asset. So when you go to
Absolutely.
do different things with your business, such as leveraging it or selling it, or maybe you want to scale it and you want to use other people's money to help you make more money, you're going to be going to the bank. They're going to look at your valuation. They're going to have a valuation done. They're going to look at it in a different lens because there's several different valuations that you could have. You could have a cash flow valuation. You could have a market valuation. But so depending on what you do will depend on the type of valuation that would be done. But the majority of people look at their business from what's called a market valuation. And those are what business brokers do. Business brokers are able to do a business broker opinion valuation. So we look at the market. We're going to understand the multiple from recent sales in your industry. Then we'll look at your business, several different factors. But the main thing is that we obtain a valuation through market research. And then we look at your seller's earnings and we arrive to what your market value would be for selling that business. So what people on the market would want to buy your business for. Now, I know it's great and you think that your business might be worth like $1 million, but you don't want to be disappointed when you get there and you realize, oh, darn, it's really not $1 million because I didn't do X, Y, and Z. And if I would have done X, Y, and Z to help my valuation, it could have been worth that.
Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, feel free to give me a follow to get updated on new and upcoming episodes and listen in every Tuesday and Thursday where I teach you smart money habits so you can make better money choices with a financial goal focus.